TikTok and Temu are absolutely on the radar. Target is the sleeper that nobody is talking about. It's the dark horse. They have the infrastructure, they have the logistics, and they're starting to gain the marketplace.
What do you think, Steven, is the biggest competition to Amazon? Is it TikTok Shop or Temu? And how do you think Amazon is going to counter the, for example, addictive platform that Temu is?
I think we can rule out Walmart. Walmart bought Jet, 7 years ago, tried to integrate it, couldn't do jack with it. TikTok and Temu are absolutely on the radar for Amazon right now. They're very, watching with intent. But the reason why they're not really direct competitors yet is because there's no physical infrastructure for either of those platforms. So Amazon's got this thing called FBA. They can 2-day prime anywhere in the country. They can same-day prime almost anywhere in the country at this point. So Amazon is a logistics company that happens to be a marketplace. TikTok and Temu are neither marketplaces nor logistics companies. What they actually are is a video platform. And that's where Amazon has really struggled to compete forever. And so I think that we will see some market share gained by Temu and by TikTok, and potentially at the cost of Amazon. But right now, they're so focused on video, I don't think an American company can sell on TikTok Shop. You know what I mean? Like maybe a mom and pop, maybe an Etsy-like seller, but obviously the Chinese are all over those platforms because the Chinese government is subsidizing their logistics. It's actually cheaper to send something in the mail from China to Kansas City than it is from Atlanta to Kansas City. And that doesn't make any sense, of course. And then the last thing I'd say is Target. Target is the sleeper that nobody is talking about. It's the dark horse. They have the infrastructure, they have the logistics, and they're starting to gain the marketplace. So that's the one I would really think has the best shot at truly competing with Amazon. TikTok and Temu could be a flash pan. They might be gone in 5 years. Target will not be gone in 5 years.
Temu is not allowing any US sellers, right? It's exclusive to Chinese sellers, or it's just their company that is allowed to sell. And obviously that's, economic warfare in a sense, right? That they want to acquire as much market share as possible on Amazon.
Dude, I'll tell you about my experience. So I tried to file for TikTok Shop. I got held up on identity verification for months. To this day, I still could not clear TikTok Shop verification with a legal entity. Now, when you do it as a person, as an individual, it goes right through. So I think TikTok is purposely muddling, making it so businesses can't show up on TikTok, and they want it to be mom and pop. That's a theory, though.
So you think the US is going to force Bitly to sell it?
I mean, the U.S. government likes to have a monopoly on violence and on intelligence. And TikTok has a lot of intelligence, and there's some spyware on that app. There's no question about it, right? Like everybody knows, it's not even a secret. Yeah. So the U.S. government is going to either backdoor their way into gaining that intelligence, or they're going to force a sale. I honestly don't know which of the two will happen, but by and large, I wouldn't put TikTok on my own phone. That's the truth. There's no question that Amazon's the best place to be, and it will be for a long, long time. So let's first establish that. But there's always this, is the grass greener on the other side? Do we need to have this position to allow us to access future sales? It's a no-brainer to sign up for TikTok Shop or Temu and whatever else they can get their hands on, just in case. But keep in mind, that's 24 hours of time you're going to invest in this alternative that may or may not pan out, when you could have spent 24 hours fixing your main image on Amazon, focusing on PPC or SEO, or redesigning your A+ content, or fixing that one stranded listing, or whatever it might be on your platform, or sourcing a new product, right? So there's so many things you could be working on as an Amazon seller. And I like to cut through the thick of it and say, you know what, there's 1,000 things you could do, but there's only really 2 or 3 things you should do. And usually at the end of the day, I usually say CTR, PPC, SEO, design, catalog, in that order. You don't have to be the first to another marketplace to succeed. There's plenty of time to catch up. 99% of the Fortune 500 companies are just rip-offs of some other company, if you think about it, right? And so if you understand you don't need to be first to market, focusing where you know it's working is usually a better strategy.
The grass is greener where you water it, right?
It really is where you water it.